For the second year in a row, we had a Category 4 landfalling hurricane in the U.S. We had Hurricane Michael, Category 4 storm hitting the panhandle of Florida. Now that brings our tally of Category 4 storms that have hit the continental U.S. to 3 over the past 2 years, because last year we had Irma and Harvey. So 3 landfalling Category 4 storms in the U.S. in a 2-year span. That's never happened going back to 1851 in records. And there have only been 28 of those Category 4 or stronger hurricanes ever to hit the U.S. So to have 3 of those in the past 2 years is really an unusual level of activity. We have seen an increase in the intensification rate of hurricanes, which you would expect to see with warmer oceans, because the rate of intensification scales as the heat energy in the ocean increases. And most worrisome about the rapid intensifications we've seen is now we've had 2 years in a row, first with Harvey and then with Michael, where these storms rapidly intensified right before landfall. Both of these hurricanes had an increase in their winds of at least 40 miles per hour in the 24 hours before landfall, and that's extremely difficult from a warning standpoint because you don't give people time to adjust to the new forecast, and so you risk having a greater death toll because people are underwarned. And so those 2 hurricanes are actually 2 of the top 6 hurricanes of the past 50 years as far as rapid intensification right before landfall. And there is research showing that with global warming, we will expect to see more of these rapid intensifiers occurring not only just any time, but right before landfall. So this trend is something that's quite concerning. We've had 2 straight years where we've had a hurricane that has moved very slowly right at landfall or just after landfall. And these storms are extremely dangerous because they drop huge amounts of rain. They've caused high death tolls, both Harvey and Florence, death tolls in excess of 50 due to inland flooding and freshwater flooding because of the heavy rains. And there is research showing that the forward translation speed of hurricanes has decreased by roughly 10% since the beginning of the satellite era in the 1970s. So these storms are kind of a bellwether of that. They're showing that we have been getting more of these slow-moving storms. Will we get more of these because of global warming? The jury is still out on that. This is unsettled science as far as the forward speed of hurricanes, whether they're going to continue to show this slowdown or not. This is an unexplored area of climate change that we might be seeing.